there! Hey, it's Saki! Hey, I'm here to tell you about his place, and his place is located in the city of Pittsburgh. That's Pittsburgh right down there. See it? Yeah. All right. Yeah, and I'm standing up here on Mount Washington. Yeah, you want to guess why it's called Mount Washington? Well, it's because George Washington. Here's a statue over here. There's a statue of him right there. See? Talking to an Indian dude. Yeah. Anyway, George Washington went way back when, before there was a city here, stood up on this hill and he said, there's a good place to put a fort, because he was working for the English army then. So he said, look down there, right there where the rivers come together. That's the Mon River, and that's the Allegheny River. And when they come together, they form the Ohio River, which goes way down there, all the way to like Ohio and the Mississippi River and all that. Anyway, first the French built a fort there, and then the English chased them out, and then they built a town, and they named it after a guy named William Pitt, and that's why it's called Williamsburg. No, I mean Pittsburgh. Yeah. So there's Pittsburgh, downtown Pittsburgh, where everybody works, and then over here is some famous places you've probably seen on TV. There's Heinz Field, where the Steelers play. Go Steelers! And over there is PNC Park, where the Pirates play. Go Buccos! And then somewhere back there, can't really see it, it's behind all those buildings, is the Mellon Arena, where the Penguins play. Go Pens! That building there is the U.S. Steel building. That's the tallest building between New York and Chicago. 64 floors! Woo! This is the coolest building. That's the PPG building. It looks kind of like a castle. Yeah. But his place, you gotta cross the river and come over to the north side. Especially this area here is called Manchester. That's where his place started. A building. Let's see if I can find it. There's a church. See if I can find it somewhere. Oh, right there, close in there is where his place used to be. But now we moved up on the hill. Spring Hill, up, kind of back up this way. So we're going to take you over there, and we're going to show you where his place is now. But let's take one more shot of Pittsburgh. Isn't it pretty? They say that Pittsburgh is the only city that has an entrance. Here's how you get there. You go through the Fort Pitt Tunnel, just like this. Whee! And then, when you come out on the other side, you get this great view of Pittsburgh. Yeah, we're going under Mount Washington, by the way, right now. Hi there, hey, it's Saki, and I'm in one of the coolest parts of town here in Pittsburgh. This is the Oakland section, where there's lots of cool stuff, including, look, right here, it's the TV station where they filmed all the Mr. Rogers shows. Yeah, in fact, here's a dinosaur dressed up like Mr. Rogers. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, Mr. Rogers is one of my heroes. Yeah, but there's lots of other stuff, including other dinosaurs and things here in Oakland. This is one of the schools that the kids go to. This is Manchester Elementary School. And Miss Debbie's going to show us a few things about this.
Today we introduced you to the city of Pittsburgh. You saw a lot of buildings, the stadiums, a lot of really nice things that Pittsburgh has to offer. But there's another side to Pittsburgh too, and that's the neighborhoods that the kids live in behind the big buildings and behind the nice things you saw today. Right over here is Manchester Elementary School. It looks like a typical elementary school, but it has a story to tell. A few years ago, one of our moms was walking home with her children, and right in the street right here, she was caught when people started shooting, and she was in the middle of gunfire. Thankfully, she didn't get hurt, and none of the children did either. But if you look down on this side of the school, just this spring, we had a young man who was dating one of the girls who comes to our program, and he got shot and actually died right in front of her. So this looks like a typical school, looks like a typical town, but these kids live in some bad neighborhoods and some things. We will tell you more about that tomorrow. Each day we're going to give you a tip on one thing you can do to help his place, and today's tip is we want to ask you to pray for his place. We want you to ask you to pray for the children, that they'll be safe, and that we'll be able to tell them about Jesus.